Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Evans taking you through our ideas that we're going to be using for our writing assignment today. And it involves writing on the Congo. It also involves the skill of corroboration that you've been learning in class. And we're going to take the ideas in terms of forks and smushes, as you're going to see here. When we talk about smushes, so this is our dog Boomer, and we like to, be on the couch together, and you could call him my smush. And while I love Boomer, smushes are great for people and pets, and but not particularly for writing, at least for social studies and history. It pains me to put a red line through Boomer, but I asked him, could he be part of this presentation? And he said, woof, woof. And so I went ahead with it. So Boomer, great dog. And I'm sure many of you have great animals and great family members, but not great for writing. Forks, on the other hand, are great for eating birthday cake, and they're also great for writing. So we want to think in terms of forks when we think about writing. Now, what is the idea here between forks and smushes? Well, here's a fork right here when we think of claims and evidence. For writing, a fork is when two pieces of evidence support one claim. And there's a fork for you to show that particular piece of evidence. Yeah? A smush is when we put two claims in one sentence or one idea. And when we smush together claims, it doesn't really work. It's not tasty. We want to make tasty writing that's well organized and really works for the reader to understand what we're trying to say. So, again, focusing on the fork. So, what does this look like with writing? Well, going back to some of our Molly assignment, and this was also in the Oxum assignment, we have a claim that Molly exported gold. And if we wanted to, we could find two sources that support this claim that Molly had gold and traded it with other nations outside of Mali. And the claim here, you'll notice, is very simple, right? The claims don't have to be that complicated or that long. Claims can be fairly simple and have two sources that support it. So there's our fork. Again, what we want. Here's a smush claim. Oxum had many trading partners and exported many goods. Those things are true, but to try to put that all in one idea is really tough. Notice here there are two claims that separate things to support. Excuse me, there are two claims that are separate things to support. This is much more complicated to support and makes just a smush of writing, and that's what we don't want. We want things that look more like the fork. So here's a good thesis statement. A good thesis statement is a fork. The kingdom of Aksum was an important trading center because it was centrally located between major countries on the Red Sea and had important goods like frankincense that many people wanted. Okay, so this is a fork because we have. You'll notice my colors here. You'll have the one reason the major countries on the Red Sea show why it was an important trading center, that it was centrally located. And important goods like frankincense also show why it's an important trading center. The reasons support the claim. That's what you're doing when you write good thesis statements. So if you go back to your assignments and you have perfects on your thesis statements, you are essentially writing a fork that really works well. So, what are we going to do with our Congo paragraph? Well, you'll have a claim about whether Congo accepted or resisted Christianity, medicine, and architecture, or the slave trade. Maybe it'll be both accepted, maybe it'll be both resisted, maybe it'll be one or the other, and you'll have two reasons to support that claim. That is what you're going to be doing for this Congo writing assignment.